You are now tuned in to the Contractor Envy Nelly Podcast.
Tower beats on the track.
Contractor Envy. As you can see, ain't no stopping us. Best in the city, we can build a house. If you can dream it, we can help you out. Contractor Envy, know the best in town. Contractors messing with us, say we go crazy. Drywallers, electricians, yeah, they go crazy. HVAC technicians, oh no, we go crazy. We be going crazy, carpenters going crazy. Contractor Envy, we like to inspire you to do what you do best. Nelly. Today's topic is branding. I had an interesting conversation today with our painter. I asked him, hey, why don't you put your logo, your name, or something on your shirt in your trucks? His reply was very interesting. He told me, he said, if I was to put my brand on my truck or my shirts, that would let anybody and everybody give me a call. I thought about it for a second. He says that he has his set clientele. Basically, he has built up his clientele to not even have to market. It is all word of mouth. That was interesting. So I asked, how long did that take? He said, I have been on my own for 5 years. So it took me the first 2 to 3 years to actually get it to where I didn't have to hand out cards. I didn't have to make phone calls to see if I can get work. This is a guy also that when I schedule him, it's 2 to 3 months out. Sometimes when I call, he'll tell me, hey man, I'm booked for the next 3-4 months. That to me made me ask, how do you do this? And again, he says, hey, you know, my clientele, when I come to the project, they know what I'm going to give them. They know the quality that I'm going to provide. And so when he gives them a number, it ain't so much about the number, even though there may be some negotiation on price. It is more about getting him in to do what he does best. Key. His brand has become him. He doesn't need a logo or a wrap on the truck to get clientele. I will say, it's not about saying he's overpriced. He set that standard. Being a minority, also an Hispanic, immediately when we walk in, they say, hey, he's going to be cheap. That's what people think. That's the stereotype in construction. But honestly, when this man walks in or when I give him a call, I know his price is going to be high. Not high, but at an industry standard of quality. He's going to give me the best work possibly that he could do. So why not? Again, not about price. It's about quality, communication, and customer service, right? So, pro tip of the day, brand yourself, but it takes time to actually brand. There is a lot of things that go into branding. Again, you can create a logo. It can be super fancy. It can be attractive. People will love it. But will that get you the clientele that you need? So when you brand yourself, you also have to think strategically about the clientele you will be targeting. So does that confuse you a bit? It shouldn't. Branding and marketing should be tied in together because your brand speaks on, hey, this is who I am and this is what I'm trying to accomplish. Again, if you're the cheap guy, you want to walk around in dirty clothes and just say painter on it, hey, you're going to get people who, when they look at you, they're going to say, yeah, I know he's going to be cheap. That's what he does, though. He paints. They're just seeing you as a painter. They're not seeing you as a brand.
Did you know you can log into www.contractorenvy.com and get the latest podcasts, links to our YouTube channel, newsletters, courses, and apparel? Stop playing. Log in when you can. I want to see those likes, comments, and share.
We like to inspire you to do what you do best and nail it. So when we talk about branding, we're bringing in a few facets into that conversation. We're talking quality. We're talking communication. It's not about the colors or the logo, making things look pretty. It is about the way you carry yourself when you stand behind your brand. So if you are, again, Heros Amazing Painters, you should be being amazing at everything you do. Again, we want you and we want to inspire you to do what you do best and nail it. So with that brand, you should be putting your all in it and having your face behind it until it can stand on its own. Branding is key because with this clientele that he has, speaking back to the conversation we had, they don't have to look for it with a flyer or on an advertisement. They communicate with him directly. They know what he's going to come provide. So again, it cuts down on his marketing costs. So he has eliminated a marketing overhead cost. His clientele, his go-to market knows where he's at and how to get him. So pro tip of the day, brand yourself. You get that? Brand yourself. When you're starting out in the game, don't just look at it as so-and-so painters. Look at it as you are a part of so-and-so painters. You are the face of so-and-so painters. So that means you should be branding yourself. Are you with me? So go tip of the day. Start recreating that social media. Do people know what you do? Do you have those credentials out there for people to say, hey, so-and-so is a painter. So-and-so is a floor guy. So recreate your social media. Put out the information that you want your clientele to receive. Because how else are they going to know you paint or do whatever your specialized skill is? That's part of branding. Of course, I do want you now to go create a logo if you don't have one. And why I say that is because you still want to have something to identify your brand. Your face can't be the only thing. Some people can get away with it, but what I recommend is build that brand that can stand on its own eventually. So create that logo. And if you need help, another go tip is get on one of those freelancer sites. I love Upworks. I love freelancer.com. I'm talking for $5 to $10. You can get an amazing logo created. And then you can take that logo immediately and start applying it to your different social media sites and business cards and shirts. And, because to start out, he didn't say he started that way. Remember that. So that go tip goes back to you have to get out and be seen. Get out, be seen, get your brand out there, but don't just rely on the logo getting you cards, getting you calls. Go out and network. Go tips. I don't just give you one, I give you multiple. So I hope y'all guys are appreciating that. So get out to events, get out to networking events, shake hands, say, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm a painter, I'm a drywaller, I'm so-and-so. That's important. People see you. Because a lot of times people are going to call not based on what you do, but based on who you are. So if you're good at what you do, you're going to come up first in their mind and they're going to recommend you, because the best marketing that one can have is word of mouth. So go tip, get up, brand yourself, get that logo created, print you out some cards, print you out some shirts. No longer can we make excuses about why we don't have work to do. Brand yourself is key.
Tower beats on the track.
As you can see, ain't no stopping us. Best in the city, we can build a house. If you can dream it, we can help you out. Contractor MB, know the best in town. Contractors messing with us, say we go crazy. Drywallers, electricians, yeah, they go crazy. HVAC technicians, oh no, we go crazy.